How did you use media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? The product that we created was heavily dependent on different media software and technologies. For example, just a few of the technologies we used include Adobe Photoshop CS6, Wix, Audacity, Word, Chrome, Freesound.org, Behringer Equipment, Cakewalk Equipment, SoundCloud, Stone Computers, Adobe Audition CS6, Bandicam, Poplet, Glogster, SurveyMonkey, Google, LG monitors, Microsoft PowerPoint, and a lot more. So let's have a closer look at how some of these technologies helped us make the product. First is Wix, one of the most important technologies as it is the engine behind our blog. Wix allowed us to easily create a multimedia workspace on which we could present every aspect of our coursework. At the very beginning of research and planning, we looked at each other's AS blogs and decided that in our foundation portfolios we had not used Wix and its capabilities to its full potential, and so have been sure to do this in our coursework. For example, our blog has a welcoming screen when a user first accesses it. This was created using Wix's Lightbox feature, which is normally used to create pop-up advertisements, however we creatively adapted its capabilities. Another feature is the ability to embed media straight onto the blog. This was helpful when adding various presentations we had made to the blog and ensured that it was easy to access those presentations, rather than users being directed to a spider web of hyperlinks. However, in some cases, due to a lack of compatibility between Wix and other software, embedding wasn't possible, and so in these cases the ability to add hyperlinks to images and text became useful. In the research, planning and evaluation stages, a range of free online software was used in order to allow us to present the information we had gathered in a creative way, something which we recognised hadn't been done quite as well during our AS coursework pieces. This software included Prezi, Poplet, Powtoon, and some more recognisable programs such as Microsoft PowerPoint. In connection with this was the use of online sharing platforms. The biggest example of this is YouTube, a site which we used both in a producer and consumer role, uploading videos of presentations we had created so we could add them to the blog, and also looking on there for free sound effects and royalty-free music. Other prosumer-esque sites that were heavily used were Incompetech and Freesound.org, places where individuals can both create and download content for free with commercial reuse permissions. Websites such as this were essential to us due to our lack of a budget, meaning we had no way of purchasing or leasing the rights to commercial content. This leads on to other uses of social media during our coursework. For example, Facebook Messenger was relied upon for communication, as not all members of the group were in the same class. We created a group chat where we would update each other on our individual progress. The college's email system, which is run from a Microsoft Exchange server, was used for wider communication, particularly with our secondary audience. The main use of email was to send out our audience survey, which was created with SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey automatically collates the information given by respondents and presents it in a range of different charts and graphs. This allowed us to gather evidence about who our target audience would be. In conjunction with the SurveyMonkey website, we also used the iOS app which was available. This allowed us to set up our phones as an electronic survey and pass it round groups of people. This meant that more people took part in our survey, and a bigger sample size meant that the results we collected were more reliable.